Ladies and gentlemen, the next match in Route Wild is set for one fall. Introducing first from Detroit, Michigan, he is the dog-faced gunman, Rick Steiner.
You know, guys, of all the matches, you look at the lineup of the 9 matches we had tonight, obviously Hulk Hogan's return is the most exciting part of this program.
Huge.
But if you think about it, this is one match that we all talked about wanting to see. Because if any man, Sid Vicious obviously, any man really matches up well with a guy like Goldberg, it's Rick Steiner. A man who, much like Goldberg, seems to be impervious to pain. A man who, like Goldberg, seems to draw from the fans, seems to keep on moving straight ahead, not backing down, fearing no one. Rick Steiner and Goldberg has all the earmarking guys of a WCW Classic.
From a physical standpoint, I think that Rick Steiner is a great match for Goldberg. When you factor in that, well, that new attitude that the dog-faced gremlin has acquired as of late, I think he's going to be quite a test for Goldberg.
It's not a new attitude. It's just coming out. It's always been there. It's just coming out.
And there's an example of that attitude right in the face of our ring announcer, Dave Penzer, as well as trying to intimidate our official.
Well, you should slap around Penzer like Penzer.
I don't think there's any question, though. It's a brand new Rick Steiner from a man that we have known for years. Be that as it may, we take you back to David Penzer once again.
His opponent is from Dawsonville, Georgia, Goldberg.
The man!
Fear the spear, fear the jackhammer. You know, we talk so much about Sid Vicious and his phenomenal record. We are going in to 2 years of seeing Goldberg. Like today, it's less than 2 years of Goldberg. Still only one blemish on his record, which was Starrcade of last year.
Yeah, it's been an incredible 23 months for this man, Goldberg. And when you think about what Goldberg may have in his future, think of the importance of this matchup against Rick Steiner, because Goldberg needs a major singles victory to take him back into that world's title picture.
Well, he's an athlete. He's a competitor. Most athletes and competitors worry about won and lost records. They worry about their image. This man's ready. He is ready. Big part in a big movie.
Yeah, we talked about DDP in his movie premiere tomorrow. First Daughter on TBS. Goldberg as well with Universal Soldier. That's going to be coming up in theaters across the country very soon.
We've seen the trailers for it. Goldberg, a prominent part of Universal Soldier, The Return. Jean-Claude Van Damme, and of course Goldberg now goes into what his livelihood is, and that is in the ring, a professional wrestler. And here you go.
This is what he does best.
Really is, and he made that point very clear last night on the Larry King show on CNN. Larry King asked him about these extracurricular activities, like the movies. And Goldberg said, I have to remember that professional wrestling is really what affords me the opportunities to do these other things.
And you know Steiner would not back down, and here we go. Oh, this is great. Immediately pounding on each other. Steiner, not intimidated, doing what he knows best, going right straight ahead at Goldberg, who put him upside down with a monumental lariat that time.
And no intimidation as well will affect Goldberg. Comes back with a big right hand that rocks Steiner.
Steiner ducked the lariat that time. Steiner connected.
But Tony, Steiner's got the ability. Steiner's got the edge on him. He's got the years in that ring. Tag team champions, him and his brother, many, many times, all over the world. He's got the ability to do it. But Goldberg is just such a phenomenon.
Standing sidekick, you know, you're right. All those things you said about Rick Steiner, you're right, Bobby Heenan, but this is Goldberg. This is a man who, every time we see him, we're amazed at the things he can do, the things he can accomplish.
You know, a guy like Goldberg only comes along once in a lifetime. In any sport, any business, any frame of life. Just like Hogan. Just like Hogan, just like Goldberg.
And I think the thing that impresses me the most about Goldberg is that he isn't one to rest on his laurels. He spends so much time training for professional wrestling, and as of late, he's been concentrating a lot on submission wrestling. He really wants to become the complete athlete.
Yeah, when he wins, what does he do? He just goes to the gym, or goes to the power plant and works harder on his craft. Maybe that's Rick Steiner's only defense, little diversionary tactic that time. As he kicked Goldberg, what is he doing here?
He's going for, what's he doing?
He's trying to take the knee pad off of Goldberg's knee.
Well, if there is any weakness at all to Goldberg, it is that left knee of his, and the brace has been taken away.
Right into the kidney area, too, he's pounding it.
Rick Steiner's going to use this knee brace as a weapon.
You do what you have to do, guys.
I guess you do.
When you have to do it.
But as much as the knee brace has been used against the side of the head of Goldberg and against the very large back of Goldberg and now the head, the fact that it's not on that left knee is trouble for Goldberg the remainder of this match.
The big trouble for Goldberg is that brace is now in the hands of Steiner.
Gonna drop down with an elbow drop using the brace.
And think also about the spear and jackhammer moves and how Goldberg uses his vertical base, how he uses his legs, and he's not going to have that support from that brace as Steiner just uses it in a clothesline maneuver that took Goldberg down.
Well, he's got the years, he's got the advantage on him, he's a veteran. This could be bad trouble for Goldberg.
Mickey J trying to get Rick Steiner off. You may be wondering about the use of this object as it relates to a disqualification. Mickey J very lenient with the rules, and I guess maybe rightfully so, because this is not an illegal object. This is not a so-called worn object. This is an object that Goldberg wore to the ring. It is completely legal, and it's being used against him.
Now look, he's putting it on, he's making it more secure. Oh, this is going to be bad for Goldberg, guys.
The fans are revving up the engines to try to get Goldberg to fire it up. To mount a comeback here, but can he do it? Remember, this is not only as a weapon, this is a brace in the hands of right now very disgusting Rick Steiner.
But he's still got that brace on his arm.
That time the elbow drop was on the back of that exposed knee there, Mike.
Totally focusing his offensive attack, as we all know, on that previously injured knee of Goldberg. Kept him out of WCW for a couple of months, and obviously Rick Steiner knows this, and probably the best strategy for Steiner, but we certainly can't back Rick Steiner in using that brace. There's the belly to belly in the middle of the ring. He just planted Goldberg.
Good beating. One. Can he do it? No, Goldberg immediately came out.
You're going to have to knock Goldberg out to beat him.
I would agree with that.
He may have done that right here, guys.
He may have done it with that blow.
Go for it, Mr. Me.
Well, Goldberg is back up, DDT'd him back down. You know, you gotta wonder here, maybe you think Steiner's getting frustrated?
Has to be.
Goldberg down, 1-2, Goldberg is back up. Steiner has leveled the man, using the brace as a weapon, hitting with a belly-to-belly, a DDT, and Goldberg still has not been pinned.
You know, Tony, I know from being in the ring, you beat on a man long enough, and he keeps coming back. You do get frustrated, and you lose it.
Here comes Goldberg. There goes Steiner. The patented Goldberg press.
Drops him down to the shoulder, then drives him to the mat with extra impact.
He's back, boys and girls. It could be spear time. He lifted him off the mat about a foot with that spear.
The man!
He's going down, is what he just said.
But don't count Steiner out. He's a veteran.
Let's see. Can Steiner avoid the jackhammer? They're revving up the engines as Goldberg revs up the move. There it is. There it is. 1, 2. It's over. Quite a battle for Goldberg.
What a battle. What a great battle. What a great match.
Against one of the greatest, toughest men in our sport, Rick Steiner, in the use of a brace. Goldberg comes away with another win